Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello, and welcome to episode 39 of Talk is Cheap. Still the show where you get what you pay for. The show that you know has no budget at all. That's right. But that's okay, because what do we have, you guys? We have a lot of fun, because fun is free, especially on Talk is Cheap. So, but we have a great show for you tonight. I'm so excited about it. I'm so happy. Happy Thursday to you guys. So tonight we have the very funny Josh Novi, all the way from, where is he now? He's lived in about 17 different places, from Arizona, I think. Yeah. And Jess LeBrecq is back. Yep. Hairstylist to the stars. Well, she's my hairstylist, so, you know. And my co-host tonight is Andrew Stanley, and you'll hear more about him in a few minutes. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody and say hi in the comments. Let's see. We have Michelle here. Hi, Michelle. She says, oh, sweet. Josh is on tonight. That's right, Michelle. Just for you. That's how you want it. Anyway. And Steve says, hi, Ron. Sleep like talk is overrated. Steve is all the way in Spain. That's a long way. I'm not good with geography or anything, but that's far. So Steve's here and he's not sleeping, and I'm kind of glad, because we're going to have a really, really fun show. And Michelle says, hi, Steve. That's why I take a nap on show days. That's right. Tom says, wahoo, I'm a cowboy. Okay, Tom. That's thanks. Whatever. And Brian says, hello. And all right. I don't even know if I want to. Mike James. Mike is very, very, he's very sweet. He says, Rhonda, you always look so good on the show. Why do you look so bad when we have Zoom meetings? And that is because I have makeup on for the show, and I really don't care what I look like in your meetings, Mike James. That's why. So anyway. That's classy. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's getting darker earlier and I can't stand it. I don't like that. It means that the mean season is coming. You know, my least favorite season of all. Not fall, but you know, the mean one. I can't even say the name. Let's see. June says, June and my cousin Zoe say hi, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. I really wish I hadn't done that, but it just came out. Hi, Junie. We're glad you're here. So we are going to get the show started because we have a packed show tonight. You know, kind of, sort of, a little bit. Anyway, so I am going to bring up my co-host because you guys are sick of hearing me talk, and I'm sick of hearing my own voice, to be honest with you. So my co-host tonight, he was the 2019 new face at Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. He's the grand prize winner of 2017 Search for the South's Funniest Accountant. I wonder how hard that search was. Well, we'll have to ask him. And the Laughing Skull Comedy Festival 2018 and 2019. He was there, but now tonight, for the very first time, you're going to see him here. This is going to propel his career, you guys. It really is. It's going to make it. He's going to have this accolade that he's going to tack on to everything, I'm sure. Please welcome, very first time, my co-host, Andrew Stanley. Andrew.
Hey. Oh, you have live claps?
Yes, we have applause. That's from my
That's
from
wonderful.
my app. Yeah.
I haven't heard that in so long.
I know. I don't.
It's been a
I haven't
while.
either. Yeah. So that's what
Yeah.
I do, Andrew. Is I take that app with me everywhere, and I just I take it along.
You go down the right aisle, the right direction at the grocery store. Give yourself a round of applause.
Yes. Yes. Anytime.
You don't miss your exit. Just clap it up.
Right. All the time, because I don't know about you. Have you been have you done any shows at all recently?
I have started to do a bunch of outdoor shows and some virtual shows. I started doing the in-person shows too soon, I think. I did a show at a brewery back in May, and it was inside and no one was social distancing. I was the only one with a mask, and I told the host, I was like, hey, is this all right? And he was like, don't worry, we're going to sanitize the microphone in between every comedian. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then at the end of the night, I looked over and he had been wiping off the microphone with Windex. So I'm pretty sure I have something. I haven't done any more indoor shows really since then.
Wow. And so was there any results to that, Andrew, or did you?
I did not get the virus from that. I got it like a month later.
But you didn't?
No, I'm good.
So you didn't get the virus from Windex. I don't know. Are you promoting Windex?
No. I got Windex in my lungs now. I don't know. That's going to probably come up later in life when I get some sort of exam. They're going to be like, your lungs are streakless. But they have a big tumor on them because of all the Windex.
Gosh, don't say that. Oh my gosh! So you got COVID. So tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't really have big symptoms or anything. It was just body aches and a little bit of congestion. I would not have even probably got tested, except for my girlfriend had it and had most of the symptoms. So I don't know if this is okay to say or not, but I felt like a little bit like she got like a better. Not that this is not serious. I know it's very serious, but it felt a little bit like when I play basketball and the other team, I'm like so bad the other team doesn't even bother to guard me. It's like the virus didn't even think I was worth it.
Oh my gosh! No, maybe you got very lucky, and now. I don't know. You're kind of like a superhero with the antibodies. Like you have the.
I guess I don't know what to believe. I don't know if I'm safe or if I'm extra in danger. If I get it again, I have no idea. So I'm just acting like the same.
Yeah. Well,
I got the virus when I was acting that way. So who knows what's going to happen? But I think I'm being good. I'm wearing my mask. I'm using the sanitizer. So we'll see. I'm staying inside as much as I can.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
doing virtual shows, you can't get it this way.
Right? I know. Like we could and nothing. So that's good. Yeah. I know we're sitting in here. Huh? You didn't feel it? No, that's good. That's good. And plus I didn't have garlic, so that's really good. Otherwise,
you didn't smell it, didn't feel it. I think that if you have something, I don't.
No.
And vice versa. So this is the way to do it.
This is the way to do it right now. And what I love about this is that I absolutely make no money at all. So that's always fun, Yeah. This is the most fun that I've had for free. But anyway, let's see. Michelle was
wakeboarding. You don't make money wakeboarding, but that's awesome,
No, but I don't do that. Do you?
I used to. Then I got hurt. And now I usually don't. I might every now and then. Now they do the wake surfing, which is much slower. And that's where you just get a boat that has so much weight in the back. You get all your friends to sit in the back corner of the boat to make a big enough wave so that you can just surf on the wave and not hold on to anything and just keep cruising. But you go like 12 miles an hour, so it's pretty tough to get hurt.
I still don't think I'd like that. I get seasick. Is that something I would probably get sick from?
I don't know. You might get seasick. You might have to load up on Dramamine if you're gonna go surfing.
Yeah. Or I could just stay on the beach and
just
I could be the
live
one
your
to
life.
take pictures. Like I'm good at that. Like, oh, you guys look so good. You know?
Yeah.
I
Our
could
next
do
thing
that.
we're gonna do, I think this weekend we're going to the lake. My dad got a drone, so I think he's gonna try to drive the boat and drive the drone behind the boat to get videos of us surfing.
Oh, that should be
So-
fun. Well, I hope you'll post.
So I might not. It's a good thing you booked me this week because I don't know, someone is gonna lose a finger or something.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Michelle says that Windex, according to My Big Fat Greek Wedding, fixes everything. Have you seen that movie?
I've seen the commercial, the trailer. I think.
Well, that's pretty much the movie.
I think I get the gist.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did not know that about Windex. If they said it in the movie, then
It's true.
I'll stand by it.
It's
I'm
true.
gonna start taking a shot of Windex every morning after I brush my teeth, and
You're gonna
they
start
can do it.
rumors.
They can do a documentary on me one day. They'll be like, this guy,
The Windex guy. You'll be
The
known
Windex
as
kid.
like the Windex guy. Yeah.
you get the Bubble Boy, you got the Super Size Me, and then you got the Windex idiot.
Janine says hi. Say hi to Janine. And
Hi, Janine.
hi. And Brian says
Beautiful flowers.
You shouldn't drone and drive.
Don't drone and drive. It does. I don't know if it says that on the drone packaging, but it probably should because people are doing it.
A lot of people are doing that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I think you just need to have an extra friend so that somebody can drive the drone while you're driving the boat. So it's really the drone box should say, hey, make sure you make enough friends to be able to do this responsibly.
That's a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to work a drone, but I don't think I'd want to be on the boat and do it at the same time.
Yeah, I'm scared to fly a drone that I did not pay for because I think you crash the drone once and it's kind of like, all right, either you don't have a drone or you got to buy a new one. I don't think they survive the crashes, and it seems very easy to crash, especially over water.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, so what happens if the drone doesn't make it? You know what I mean? Like, where do they float?
Well, I think one of the problems is that if you take it out of its range, then it has a hard time coming back. But they're smart. They have things built in so that if they go out of range, I think they automatically fly back to wherever their controller is, and then it just like chases you. I don't know how I guess you just try to get it to land. And then there's a button on there that's like, come back, because it goes so far you can't see it anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, citizens should not have these. I mean, I've been saying that since they came out. I don't know why when whatever drone company was like, hey, we're going to start selling these, someone should have stepped in and said, no, have you seen the people that live here? They cannot handle this. And it's not going to be the smart ones that are buying them either.
Yeah, no.
So I think that the authorities have like little like radar things they can like pull a rogue drone down if they need to. But
like, how high do those things go? Do they?
Oh man, I really am not the expert. I've never even.
You're not a drone expert.
I just might know my dad has one. I saw him do it. But they go far enough that you can't really see them anymore, and so high that you could sneak up on somebody from above pretty easily. They would not see it coming.
Wow, that's creepy.
Pretty terrifying.
So Scott says you should have a designated droner.
Designated droner, yeah.
That's a good idea, Scott.
Don't drone and drive. Don't drink and drone. Don't drink and drive.
Maybe.
Don't do any of the D's together.
No, maybe you just shouldn't.
No double D. All right.
No, don't. Yeah. We're gonna squash that right here.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not really I just like to.
Pizza's here.
I know. It's you know what it is? It means it's time for the Chewy cam.
Don't know about
cam. This is Chewy, and Chewy is my dog. Yep. And Chewy.
Is he breathing?
He is. He's just taking a little nap. See, every show before the show, Andrew, I give him a little quiet moments.
Getting them
Look
high.
how happy this dog is over here.
some CBD.
Yes. Well, it's quiet moments. It's a calming aid, and it has melatonin and ginger. It's like a little. It has chamomile. It's like a chamomile tea with a little something something. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Tell that to the judge.
Yeah. Well, it's perfectly legal, and Chewy seems to really enjoy it. And
I want some after seeing how relaxed he looks. I don't think I've ever slept that still before.
He's and he's not twitching because you might see a little flicker, but we have a fan on him because somebody was afraid that he had a little twitch, but that's just a fan.
It's just the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a fan on me too. So if you see me twitch, I'll
know that it's not the quiet moments for you. All right. Yeah. So we like to check in on him once in a while.
Good.
He's actually, sometimes the quiet moments haven't kicked in and he's been a little obnoxious. Barb's here. She says, hi, Rhonda. Yay. We love
Cedar Creek.
Church last year. Cedar Creek. Woohoo. He's hysterical. That's right, Barb. Them. We have funny people here on Talk is Cheap. Barb actually has a show. I was just on her show a little bit ago. Nice. She's an amazing speaker.
Cedar Creek's a lot of fun. If you're ever in the area, head out to Cedar Creek.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're doing services, but if the world ever goes back to normal and you're there on a Sunday,
right?
Give it a shot.
Or wherever you are, you could tune in via
probably
right.
Yeah.
Internet. Michelle says Chewy and Joey. Joey is worried about Chewy. He thinks he's overdosing. He's not.
Is he saying overdosing or overdosing?
I think he's just overdosing.
He's overdosed.
I think yes. And Michelle says, don't forget to show the Doritos. We give Chewy like a Dorito or two or whatever because he usually asks for those. Those are in his contract now.
Chewy seems to have a pretty good life.
He does.
I feel like the virus has not affected him at all. If anything, it's probably made his life better.
It has because I'm home all the time now.
Yeah.
And so now he's like, that's why he's right next to me. He has to be next to me all the time. He thinks I'm his butler. He makes demands on me. He's like, let me out.
Does he have a bell he can ring if he needs you?
If he had one, I would be in a lot of trouble. There'd be bells going off all the time. But
we used to have one for our dog that she would ring it when she had to go out, and it felt like we were her butler. And she was like, "Please let me outside."
Yeah. It's crazy. Like Chewy's like constantly. He barks. He barks a lot, and he's like, "Woof woof." And I know what it means. You know what I mean?
He has different tones for different attitudes.
Yeah.
That's great.
And he just looks at me. He gives me these looks like, it's
like, where are my drugs?
Yeah, he's like, let's go, sweetie, with the quiet moments. You know what I mean?
Quiet moments.
Yeah, or I'm gonna.
That is great.
And this is another thing. When I'm on the phone, he knows, and so he will bark consistently until I give him treats.
Because he knows you'll do anything to get him to stop barking. In that moment, you don't have time to discipline him. You just have time to give him whatever he wants, and hopefully
exactly
your peace offering. Yeah. Wow, Chewy seems smart.
He's
seems like he's got it all figured out, and he's got you right where he wants you. I think
he does. He's right next to me, and let's just hope that those quiet moments last the whole show.
We'll see.
Right, so we have a section on this show. We have pro tips. And today, our pro tips are from Jessica Lebrec. She has been a hairstylist for 12 years at NBC Hair Studios. That's where she's currently working. In case you wanted to go to Cranston, Rhode Island, you're in town, that's probably where you'll want to go. But she's going to talk to us today about some of the fall trends, which I know, Andrew, that's something that really interests you, right?
We begin the trends, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to learn more than my basic knowledge I already have. I'm excited to add to it.
Well, you're welcome, Andrew. It's only here on Talk is Cheap that you're going to get this kind of free information.
Yeah.
So let's bring her up. please welcome. Now, I think this probably might be her fourth time because she's a favorite. She's a fan favorite.
All right.
She's a favorite. She's my favorite. Please welcome hairstylist to the stars, Jessica LeBrecq.
Hello. You're so complimentary.
I know, Jess. I just love you. That's why.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Hi, Andrew. Nice to meet you.
Jessica, nice to meet you. I hear you're a big favorite.
I'm a big favorite.
A lot of pressure.
I'm waiting for the comedy to start. I'm just kidding. It was so fun.
Yeah, me too. It feels like it's been
No, I
gone
love
for a
dry
while.
humor. It's my favorite thing.
It's the only thing I'm capable of.
Well, you're going to get it here because that's the kind of humor we're going for today.
Want some friction humor.
Hey, so Miss Jessica, fall is right around the corner.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it because I know that's like it leads to the evil.
It's like scapegoat, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's whatever but fall's nice. It's the mean one after it that I don't like.
Yeah.
But anyway, so fall's coming. When the seasons change, we want to change our hair, right?
Yeah.
We want to know what's in right now, Jessica. What is in for fall?
Oh man, so much pressure. So for women, it's basically healthy hair. First of all, is always in. So whatever you're going to choose to do, make sure it's healthy for your hair so that you don't look like a broomstick, right?
Got that.
A broomstick. Wait, the other half.
I know.
So shiny hair, right? So we're going into the darker months, not many sunshines to be enjoyed. So you want to have rich, luxurious hair. So if you're a blonde and you're like, I want to join the fall club, I want to have dark hair, do not go permanent. Just pick something called a demi, maybe like a demi gloss. That's something rich that comes summertime and springtime again, you can pop right back up to your beautiful blonde. So, chestnut browns and the non-permanent lines. Also a good fresh haircut so your ends are nice and clean. Everybody thinks they have to chop it off and go dark. No. Just clean up your ends. Yeah. I mean, you guys have to chop it off, men, but and for men should wear hats in the fall. Live it up. Get those little berets. Little newspaper.
The berets?
Yes.
That's great. That'll be great
crock
on
it off to the
wrap.
side a little bit. Yes, the little plaid ones, especially a plaid one.
Oh, plaid.
And a scarf or ascot.
In a pipe.
Yep. So that's for men, but for women, I just want to, because they're more important. It is what it is. But so just there's also great hair accessories for the fall.
Yeah. So tell us about some of the hair.
Great. All right, so this is going to throw you for a loop. It's not all about clips or bling things. A great hair accessory is actually extra hair. So extra hair. You can buy, so let's say you're like, I want to feel, everyone's on Instagram like, fall basic, I'm basic, so you can buy little braids. So they're braids. They come in a strip. You can put them along your little, where the headband would sit. And you can have all your hair down and feel like, look at this amazing braid. It's so fall. I'm picking pumpkins. Let's Snapchat it or something weird. People do those things. So
you could just clip the braid in. You don't have to braid your own hair because I'm horrible at braids.
No. You buy these braids. Make sure don't get a blonde one, Rhonda. Don't get a blonde one.
No. Hey,
the only thing to add to your hair is hair itself.
Hair itself.
Andrew, that is right. And June said that was an excellent impression of a blonde voice, by the way.
Wait. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. So another thing I want to say is, so with scarves and such. So when we're taking off, I'm sure Rhonda, you experienced this. Static electricity.
Yes.
Come drier months. And you're walking in and I'm so cute. And you go sit down at Panera with all your friends and look like a science experiment. You touch the ball and it's like, so great ways to combat that is leave-in conditioners before after you get out of the shower, brushing through the products. Men get men also have issues with dry hair, so your scalp might get more dry.
Yeah, Andrew.
Condition that scalp so that you're not walking around
Dry
with your
scalp.
beautiful scarf or your girlfriend and your petticoat, your brown, black, dark petticoat, going to Starbucks with flakes on your shoulder and be like, it's snowing, and it's not. You know, you want
that
to
happens.
massage.
That's happened to me.
Yeah.
I have a
go to the
question about.
kitchen. Yes.
Actually, I have a question I've been meaning to look up, and you're probably the perfect person to answer. I recently bought new shampoo at the recommendation of the guy that cuts my hair. And so I bought the corresponding conditioner that goes with the shampoo he recommended, and I've been using it. But then I noticed the other day that it says it's a leave-in conditioner.
Oh,
what is that?
Well,
I've
first
not
of all,
been leaving it in.
it's a no. I think that did you buy shampoo and conditioner and another thing, or is it just two things?
Just two things.
Okay, so that's weird because men don't need. It's weird. Men do not need a leave-in conditioner unless you're Fabio. So
I'm not. Yeah, I don't. I know is it doing anything when I just put it in and then rinse it out, or is there should I just throw it away or sell it on the
right?
market?
It's basically like licking. It's like licking the ice cream and throwing it away. Like, really, what'd you get out of that?
Well, no calories.
You know, right? No condition. So no. No, so you want to buy a real conditioner. I think either
There's
bought
so
the
much
wrong
of it
thing.
left. I have so much left. I'll go get it. It's right in the other room.
I believe you can sell it on the show.
I thought it would last me the rest of my life, and now I just have to dump it out.
No,
if anybody out there needs some, I very gently use leave-in conditioner.
You could shave with it. You could shave with it.
I'll try that.
With it. I mean, yes.
Yeah, he could shave with it. Could he leave it like if he has like?
I'm so gullible. You could tell me anything, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that sounds right. I'll try that."
Right. You could put that on your spaghetti.
No,
sounds
so what
good.
if he had like so what about guys with beards? Like, what about beards for fall?
Yeah, so exfoliation is key. Everyone's so afraid of that. So what you want to do is exfoliate. You know, you can do sometimes even something simple as baking soda and a little bit of water, or add it if you do clean your face, Andrew, with anything. Are you one of those guys that get in and use a 3-in-1?
No, I don't do that. I used to do that. When I lived in the fraternity house, we all just shared one.
Right. It was all ass 3-in-1.
Yeah, it was a lot of that. No, I have a Neutrogena face scrub that I use in the mornings.
Oh, so he's already scrubbing.
It's got energy bursts.
I know what that
Bubbles.
is.
Yeah, it's orange.
Do you feel alive? So
I did for a while, but I think I'm a little desensitized to it now. I don't feel the joy I once felt when it was new.
Yeah,
I might need to switch it up and then come back to it.
I feel like I already get the vibe that he's a product junkie. He's like, I'll try this. You want me to try it? I'll try it. I hate it.
I buy things from most ads that I see.
Yeah, you're gullible, but you're like,
yeah.
This will fix my life. Anyway, so scrubbing your face is great. You can use baking soda, but men need to keep moisturized that beard, during the fall. You can even you can brush your beard. Brush that beard. Do you have a beard normally, or is this just?
I can't really do a beard very well.
I can
do it.
I
can.
I'm not proud of that. It's just something that happens. Maybe when you get older, that's when it happens. That's when I started growing a beard.
I just take an electric one and just every 3 or 4 days trim it up. But I don't. I don't have a lot to show for it at the end of the week.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do have another question for you that I don't want to get away from hair, but it's non-hair related. Something I was told today that I don't know if it's true. So the traditional thing I've always heard is you don't wear white after Labor Day. But then my girlfriend said that if I want to keep wearing like my white tennis shoes, then if somebody says something, I can say, no, it's just winter white.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing now?
That's true.
That's true.
Does it apply
winter
to
white.
everything? You can just wear white as long as you have the secret words to say?
It's a pass. Well, more like a winter white is more. I mean, I have things that are woolen. Yeah, well.
Can these be winter white?
Yes.
Sure.
Those are.
Sure. You're giving fashion tips now, Jess.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I feel like he should take over. No, you know everything. Why don't
Well,
you go in your closet? Let's do a tour of his closet, his toiletries area. You know
it's right there. I'll do it. I'll do anything for the show.
I'll do anything.
I feel so bad. I was late. I almost gave Rhonda a heart attack because I logged in at like 7:30, and so I owe her whatever she asks. I'm in.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I might just hold you to another show, and we'll figure it out then. Because that's how
I want to be on that show. I want to be on that show.
I don't like that you would have time to plan things, but today I'll do whatever.
Hey, let's see. All right, so Michelle's excited about the extra hair because she said she has a ton of extra hair in her sink. So I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant.
No.
Brian said he recently dyed his hair with pumpkin spice, and now he's spitting seeds. Is that normal?
That happened to me.
Steve has a tough choice between the braids and the beret. Who doesn't?
I'm so glad I'm being taken serious.
And Donnell says, "Hi, Jess. So there's a lot of comics that watch the show. And
oh yeah, they're hilarious. I love it.
They like to get their sense in, or people that think they're comics. There's those people too. So they watch the show, or just sarcastic people that like to have fun. Jess. So wait,
have you blocked anyone from the show?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I would like to know their names afterwards.
I didn't know their names.
I would like to guess.
They commented rude things, and so I blocked them.
Love it. Good for you.
Yeah. I was quick on the block too. Ha! They were like, anyway.
They barely got a word in.
Yeah.
They didn't get a word in. I saw their comment and I blocked them because I learned how to do that. And so.
Why do people do that? Why do people go on these live shows? I swear they're like, oh, let me find a live show. I'm going to troll.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like a pleasurable thing.
Yeah.
Although I'm the one reading like the 500 comments. Like I'm like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, look what she said.
Michelle said I blocked her from the dessert table.
She's blocked me.
No, I would never do that, Michelle. But I should.
Speaking of desserts, Rhonda.
Yeah. Yes.
I still, honestly, I know I gotta go, but I've been craving your stinking peanut butter pie. No, cake. The Reese's cake.
Oh yeah. Do you like sweets, Andrew? Are you a sweet? I'm
not a sweet.
Can you shave with a Reese's cake? If you don't finish it, can you use it for? I love sweet stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like sweet. I don't like sweet like coffee drinks or anything like that. But I like a cake.
He likes his cake and eat it too.
I don't like sweetened things, but I like dessert.
Well, I was baking a lot, and I baked this cake. I baked this Reese's cake, a chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting and Reese's cups like in the frosting, and it was really good. And yada yada, I gained 5 pounds. So
did Chewy get any?
Did Chewy? No.
I guess you can't do chocolate. They love peanut butter, but they can't do the chocolate.
No, you cannot feed chocolate.
Is that true?
We had a black lab growing up that someone delivered a chocolate cake to our house, and we only found the box, and she lived like 5 more years.
See, that's
but labs are crazy. Labs can digest anything. She would come back from the neighborhood next to us when it was being built, and she would just bring back like all the fast food bags of the construction workers she had stolen lunch from. She would eat.
Oh my gosh!
Everything she could smell. Yeah.
She's like she ate a person once.
She may have.
That's weird.
We wouldn't.
We have to bleep that out.
Yeah, that was over the line.
I'm so sorry.
Jessica.
That was a little creepy. It's not Halloween yet. Is this a Halloween edition? Sorry.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet. The people eating jokes have to wait until it's season.
Yeah. It's not appropriate. But we have masks on. So
but hey, if you can do winter white, I think you can do.
You can do
premature.
Premature. Like there's ever a positive time.
So I'm gonna make a peanut butter cake for Michelle, and then you can have some. Well, Jess was supposed to take some home with her one day.
True.
And
I was just over there visiting.
She was over there.
Strategic visit.
You remember you had to drop off my color kit, and I had to color my own hair, and don't ever do that to me. And that was horrible.
So terrible for you.
Color my own hair. like you don't understand. That was
I know.
horrible. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I got like very upset even thinking about it. It was horrible. But Jess was supposed to take some cake home with her, and Andrew,
It was
she did not.
all ready.
You know what happened? I ate the rest of it. So anyway,
Yeah,
I'm a bad friend.
You're a bad friend. So I will
Can't let it go to waste.
I know. Let's see. We're talking about blocking, and Scott says, "Don't you wish you could block hecklers in a live show? That would be nice, you know."
Yeah.
Be like, I'm just wondering, like when I go back to church live and everything, if I try to put the pastor on pause, if that's gonna work. Excuse me, I just have to go to the restroom and I'm gonna get a snack. You want anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're dragging on a little. You can just kind of put them in ×2 speed. Just be like, all right, let's get it.
Like,
Let's get it moving,
I'm
Reverend.
not a fan of this song. Let's fast forward.
Yeah. Oh, this song sucks. She sang this last week. Did not do it justice. Yeah.
Jesus doesn't want to hear it twice.
Come on.
Like, come on.
I know. That's nice. It's like, oh, I hate this part. No, I know. Let me see.
I hate this part. They're talking about the offering. Skip that.
That's awful.
All
That's
right.
awful.
Altar call. Already did that. Okay.
Conviction.
All right.
much.
Parking lot.
Oh, my
Conviction.
goodness.
Feeling a little too
Conviction
convicted. I don't know.
Yeah.
Barb remembers my cake because I posted it, and
It looked incredible.
it was incredible, and that's why I'm trying to cut back on my sugar, and because I don't know, these days I gain weight very quickly. Anyway, Jess, all right. Thank you so much for your hair tips. We're gonna bring you back as we always do because we love you.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you. Love you too.
she is
Nice to meet you.
Bye, Andrew. You too,
Thank you for
Andrew.
all the
Take
help.
care of that scalp.
Thank you. I will. I'm going to
You're
direct
welcome.
message you about some alternative conditioning.
Alternative for sure.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing, no.
It's not doing anything.
Well, it's not working.
No.
All right, bye, guys.
Oops, I didn't catch her in time.
We'll never know.
That
Might
was
have been a warning.
yeah, I know. I need the.
Make sure you don't.
Yeah, I know. That's horrible. I feel bad. But anyway, hope she doesn't take it out on my hair when I see her.
You don't want to upset anybody that is working on your body in any way. You don't want that person to have anything against you.
Ever. Hey, so it's time to bring up our featured guest tonight.
Yes.
And he's a comedian who's performed on stages across the whole U.S. He's an Iraq war veteran. His comedy is family friendly, and your mom will love his charm and find him endearing, and your dad will think he's tough because, you know, he was in the Army and everything. So the Dry Bar special out. It's called Tickling Grizzlies. This is his second appearance on Talk is Cheap because we love him and we wanted him back.
You ran out of time before he could say fully all the funny stuff.
I cut him off. Yeah. So, so please welcome back to the show, Josh Novi.
Hey!
Hey!
Somebody whistled at you on the little app. I can't do
Getting
that.
catcalled.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm
app called. Whatever.
having it back, Rhonda.
Well, I had to.
I know. I thought she blocked me, Andrew, but then I was like, I was really mean.
She's into that
comment section, but
yeah. Well,
yeah.
Sometimes you have to block people. So, Josh, you have been into upping your beauty. I mean, he has a fiance who's an esthetician, and so he's been trying to get more gorgeous. As you can tell, his skin has a nice glow to it.
Josh, I just learned a lot about all that stuff. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Yeah. Can I wear winter white yet?
Winter white is in. Yeah, well, actually, it's fine to wear white now until after this weekend. Then you begin the winter white phase.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, after Labor Day. Like right now, you can wear white and
guilt-free.
Yeah, guilt-free. I was almost wore my white pants tonight, but
I wear a lot of like powdered sugar from donuts on my chest. That's about it.
It's just winter white.
Yeah, it's winter white.
Whatever. Yeah. You have the winter white donuts after Monday.
I thought winter white was like a Game of Thrones thing. Isn't there?
I don't know.
White
I don't watch
Walker.
that show. I never saw that show.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's not appropriate. I haven't seen it either. Actually, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, we're talking about dogs. I want to say
I just haven't seen it because I don't like that. I don't know.
Mm.
Anyway,
Josh and I are in the same fantasy football league. We have our draft coming up.
Oh,
Uh,
are you excited, Andrew?
I'm in the last pick for the second year in a row. Where did you land?
I think I'm first pick for the second year in a row.
Oh man, how did it go for you last year?
Oh, awful. Ridiculously awful.
This is the portion of the show where Josh and I just talk about our fantasy football league until
I know. Just,
Yeah.
Rhonda starts
just
taking
like-
quiet moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
just-
Andrew, how do you feel about Jerome Bettis this season? Do you think I should
Oh man,
start him?
he's the bus never stops moving. In my experience, they can't go wrong.
So
And then all of a sudden, Rhonda looks like Chewy. She's just like passed out on the floor.
I just like I'm not
Just a different
football
dog when it goes back.
not a football person. I'm sorry. I'm not a. I will watch the Patriots when they're in the Super Bowl because they win, and so I watch that, and then I jump on the bandwagon for that. I'm like Patriots,
The whole team moved to Florida. I hate to break it to you, they're all gone.
They're in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I know. Well, there's a couple people. We don't.
Now you have just the Auburn quarterbacks trying to see which one is less bad. That's where I went.
Yeah. It's almost like you're talking in a different language right now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Josh? Do you play fantasy basketball?
No, I don't. That's here's I have a theory about basketball, and I think that it's the one sport that you can actually.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Okay, well, fine. All right. I'm gonna finish
sorry about
I'm gonna play right now. I think that at professional basketball games, every single game they should randomly pick two people out of the stands to play in the basketball game.
Oh man, who would not watch that?
I would watch that. Could it be like a D1 guy, and it could be like the other one be like a little old lady,
Could be.
Could be me and Rhonda. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Who knows? Vegas would go crazy with the betting lines. Like once they announce which fan it is, I think more people would watch. I think more people would pay more for tickets.
Yeah,
and I think overall it would just create a better Earth for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I can't think of a single reason they wouldn't do that.
In conclusion, this is why you should elect Andrew to student body president.
And all snacks will be free at a concession stand.
Yeah, and we'll get rid of confusing hair products like leave-in conditioner.
Yeah, that's terrible that you had bought that. I'm sure it wasn't a cheap leave-in conditioner. I was going to say if you could grow a beard, you could probably.
I don't know,
but you can't. So that's sad. Hey, I wanted to ask you this, Josh. We started on the track, and then somehow you started talking about sports, and then I went like, I don't know. I just heard like nothing.
Yeah,
I just took my role. I've taken my role as co-host too seriously. I took us on a path that we did not discuss.
Well, we didn't have time.
How about you be co-host A, and I'll be co-host B.
All right, sounds good. And then Rhonda,
and I'll let you take us down the roads you want to go, Rhonda, and then I'll just chime in.
I was going to say the reason we didn't discuss it beforehand was because you weren't here, but
I wasn't here for the. That's why I was like, maybe they did discuss it.
I don't know if you were trying to fix your hair with the leave-in conditioner or what was going on. I don't know. But Josh, I don't know if you know this, but Josh's fiance is an esthetician. And so he had a treatment recently that I had to scroll past on Facebook. But if you want to talk about it, Josh, we can do that.
Absolutely. I don't know why you had to scroll past it because
it was like, I'm very squeamish. I don't know if you know this about me, but I get grossed out extremely easily. And that was gross to me. But it's okay. I can talk about it. I don't want to see pictures of it.
Andrew, I don't know if you've had this done, but my fiance, she waxed my nose hairs.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. It was the best.
That sounds really intimate.
Yeah.
I bet that brought you guys closer together than you already were.
Honestly, but you know what? It didn't hurt. It didn't really hurt that much. It was more surprising than anything.
Well, I know how bad it hurts if I pull one out.
Yeah, it hurt less than that, I would say.
Yeah. That's
really?
Great.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like,
No,
I would do that.
Hurt? How could it not hurt?
it was more it was really more surprising, and then she just yanked it out, and then look.
Did she distract you? Was she like trying to talk to you? You know, like in the movies when like they have to like reset someone's leg, and they're just like trying to distract them by like asking them a question. She's just like, "So how long have you been playing hockey?"
You know, I was a medic in the Army, and I was always truthful with people. I said, "Hey, this is gonna suck," and then I would do it.
Yeah, I would prefer that.
I just.
I bet they wrote you great reviews.
Yeah, my Yelp,
Yeah, your medic Yelp.
The combat medicine Yelp rating is
every time you help someone, you're like, hey, if you wouldn't mind, just like here's like a little card with the link where you can just like do a review. It really helps me out with the commander.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hey, all right, so I just have to go over this one thing. You said you were surprised. Like how surprised can you be when somebody's sticking like wax up your nose? Like, were you surprised that she was doing that? Like, were you just sitting there watching TV, and then all of a sudden, like you saw this? Like,
I actually kind of so because I have big, very Jewy eyebrows and nose, and so I was like I'm always clipping mine, and then eventually I was like, hey, you gotta do it.
Oh, so this was planned, but you were surprised. Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So I watched a video on it beforehand, and they did the thing that Andrew did, where they said they counted to 3, but then they pulled on 2, and so I was expecting her to pull on 2, and she did.
You saw right through her plan.
Yeah. But you were still surprised. I don't know. Hey, you guys, I don't know if you know this. Well, Josh knows because he's been here before. Andrew, you've never seen the show, I'm sure. And
I barely got here on time.
You barely made it this time, and you were on. But we play games here on Talk is Cheap because I like games, and I like to pit my guests against each other. It's a thrill for me. I'm here.
A real Hunger Games situation here, Andrew.
Yeah, good.
So
I'm gonna go get my nose hair trimmer.
No, that's what we're doing today. So yeah, that's right, Michelle. It is game time. People love this. They love to watch you guys fight it out. And I don't know if you know what you're playing for, but you are playing for the very coveted Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer. 100% clean comedy with Rhonda Corey. Clean hands, clean comedy. Valued at $5,500. Okay, so these
quite the evaluation.
Thank you. Well, it's true.
Did you go to Antiques Roadshow for that one? That's a weird evaluation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I would have expected that to be appraised for more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see?
Yeah.
Anyway, you can win it. And you guys out there, that's right. You can win it too. You too can have a Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer valued at $5,500 by sharing episode 39. Just share episode 39. Let me know that you shared it, or like the Rhonda Corey Comedy page and let me know. And your name is going to go into a drawing. You can possibly walk away with one of these babies. So who doesn't want one? All right. Plus, the show has been riveting so far. We've talked about hair. We've talked about nose hair. We've talked a lot about hair. And we've talked about leave-in conditioner. We've talked about some sports things that I didn't listen to. But anyway, okay. Ready? It's time for You've Got Game. And today's game is Blast from the Past. I don't know why I had to do the evil thing.
The greatest Brendan Fraser movie of all time, some would say.
Oh, okay.
Not me, but someone.
There's so many good ones. It's just tough. It's tough to find that.
It is. All right. So
big Tarzan guy. Or George of the Jungle. That's what it was.
George of the
Jungle.
That made a fortune. Steve wanted to know if that was leave-in hand. Is it leave-in? Yes, Steve.
Up to you.
It is. Yes, it is. If you want to wash it off, you go right ahead. That's weird. All right. One little quick check on the Chewy cam. Oh, he's moved positions and he's changed positions a little bit.
Other side of the pillow.
And he's still breathing. Okay. All right. So are we ready? Let me tell you how this game is going to be played. I am going to put up a photo. Then we're going to take it down. And you are going to, one of you, is going to name whatever you think that photo is. Okay. You're going to name what the photo is. and it's a blast from the past. Now, if you don't know what it is, lie. I want you to lie. I want you to make something up, because at that point, the other, your opponent is going to have a chance to either agree or disagree with you. Okay? If they agree, you both get a point. If they disagree and you're wrong, no one gets a point or something. I don't know. There's points, and I'll figure it out. All right? Just I don't know. I'm horrible at scoring, but I do use technology. I use a pen. Okay. All right. Are you ready? We're going to put, well, wait. You know what? We never did the coin toss because there's a shortage on coins. So what I do is I have my producer here, Alex, who will not be seen on camera because it's in his contract. He will not be seen on camera. I have him give me
But he is real.
Huh?
But he's real.
He's real. Yes.
Yeah.
He's totally real. But he just won't be seen. And all right, he's going to give me a number between 1 through 10. Today's 1 through 10. Okay, I've got the number. I've written it down. And I didn't go like this time, so no one could see. All right, so anyways, written it down. It's right here on this piece of paper. See, right here. And Josh, since you have dewy skin and Andrew has leave-in conditioner, Andrew will go first. 1 through 10.
8.
8. And Josh?
2.
2. The number is 7. So Andrew, you're gonna go first. All right. Andrew. All right. Let's put our first picture up. Okay. Andrew, do you know what that is a picture of?
Yes, it is. I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing where you have the pictures and then you can look at them and rotate them and see the different pictures.
Okay. All right. I'll kind of give that to you, sort of. Unless, Josh, do you know what the name of that is?
Yeah, I do not know the name. I know that it's the thing that you can rotate and have the pictures. And
Does it have a name for real?
It has a name, but I can't remember. It's not. I was like, it's not Kaleidoscope. That's not it.
It's in that family, I think.
And it's not Kaleidoscope.
It's a something a scope.
I know things that it's not. It's not Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Kaleidoscope. Okay.
That counts.
All right. Well, you both get a point. But that is called a Viewmaster. It is called a Viewmaster, but I'm going to give you both a point for that because these are hard.
I don't think even the people that invented it know the name of it. That sounds.
Excuse me. Viewmaster.
They're Googling it.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
How can you Google a picture?
How do you know they're not? You can Google a picture now.
Mm-hmm.
You can?
Yeah.
Google a picture.
Big new technology.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You know what? I don't. Look, Killing Me, they're such young pups. See, everybody knows that. They're just older than you. You're just babies. That's why this game is so fun to me. Okay, let's put the next picture up and let's see how Josh does on this. Okay. Do you know what that's called?
It's the well, I know it's the clown thing. You punch it and it wibbly wobbles. It's a punchy clowny thing that wibbly wobbles.
Well, why don't you guess the name of it?
Inflatable punching bag.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree?
I totally agree.
Okay. You are both correct. It's a punching bag. That's all it's called. It's a punching bag.
Okay.
It's just for kids.
I thought it had another like cute specific name.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I was like. She's like, no, it's like a bozo round clown. Like, don't know about this stuff.
No, it's just a punching bag. And,
yeah.
All right. Ready for the next one, Andrew?
Ready. That's a dustbuster.
Do you agree or disagree?
Absolutely agree.
That is a dustbuster. You both get a point for that one. Wow, you guys are doing amazing right now. It's a tied score, 3-3. Make sure you know that because I always lose track. She said that one is a Bozo Bop bag.
See?
There you go.
I knew it had some weird
bop bag.
Whatever, a Bozo Bop bag.
That sounds like the name of a song I probably wasn't allowed to listen to in high school.
All right, ready, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is an ice cube tray.
Okay. Is that an ice cube tray?
That's what I was thinking also.
All right, you both got that.
I've never seen a slanted one like that.
Well, that's because that's how they were back then. And then you had to like take the thing and chisel the thing out, and so that's what that
That's
is.
why my granddad's forearms are so big.
That is probably why. That is exactly.
He liked his iced tea and had to chisel a lot.
Yeah, drank a lot of tea that he needed ice for.
All right, we're moving right along, Andrew. You are up, and here is your picture. Do you know what that yummy thing is?
That is a Hungry Man microwave dinner. I believe $5.99 retail at Kroger.
Okay, Josh, do you agree or disagree?
I agree, and I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to say that's Salisbury steak.
Oh,
it is Salisbury steak. It's
Good
not
call.
a Hungry Man dinner. It's a TV dinner. That's what we had. But did you see like the middle? Like when we were kids, we used to actually eat those, and the middle is like a chocolate cake. I think it's chocolate cake,
and
like
in my
that,
experience,
and you would have to eat your green beans, which are just nasty.
your green beans that had a little bit of chocolate cake in them, probably.
No, you would have to.
They're like splooched over the side.
Yeah, it never stays contained. Also, one thing is always like not cooked all the way, like it's still cold, and then something else is like melting the tray.
Yeah.
It's never evenly heated.
Yeah, it's really gross. Oh yeah, Salisbury steak was just, we don't even know what that means. We don't even know, we don't even know what that is, Salisbury steak. Like
It's made from people from Salisbury, Maryland.
I believe that's correct. I think I heard that.
I think that is too
I think
correct.
Joe Rogan talked about that.
All right. Are you ready for your next one? Who's up? Let's see.
That's Josh's turn.
Josh,
Me,
it's your
yeah.
turn. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. It took me a second. I thought it was something else, but looks like a coin counter or a coin roller thingy.
Yes, I agree. Oftentimes I see them at the on Sonic employees.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. It's a coin changer. So that's how in the olden days we would give people change. I wouldn't. If I worked someplace like they used to do that, like at parks or whatever, they'd have like a belt of it, and so yeah.
Rhonda never gave change, which is why she got fired a lot.
That's right. It's a coin changer, not a counter.
Changer.
Yeah, it's not a counter. Like it's not like one of
It
those.
doesn't count it.
Doesn't count. Yeah, you're right.
It's not like one of the umpire things they hold behind their back to count the balls and strikes.
He was like, oh, well, he looks at his hand. He's like, he has 3 quarters and 2 nickels.
He's like, I think it's a full count. I don't.
Okay, stop with the sports. All right, so we're gonna move right along, and I'm still giving you that one because I feel bad for you. All right, ready, Andrew?
Ready. That is a car phone.
And Josh, do you think that's what it is?
That is correct.
That is correct. It is a car phone. You both are doing really well.
I've never seen that in person, though. To be honest.
My gosh, I used to have a car phone, and I mean, the phone was actually, it was bolted to the car. Like it was just like the the face of a phone, and it was bolted to the car.
Could you get a ticket for using it?
You couldn't use it. Like it was pretty hard to. It was no. Not enough people had them. Not enough people had one. Yeah, I had it. It's bolted. Oh, it was bolted to the floor. How is it bolted to the floor of the? That's weird. All right. Well, mine was like bolted right there, and I think it was in the 90s, the early 90s. I had one of those, and my bills were like ridiculously high. Like you couldn't use that. And they didn't have a lot of Wi-Fi then, or whatever. I didn't even know what Wi-Fi was. So
Rhonda, what was the point of having one if you couldn't use it?
You did use it. Like I did use it, but you didn't want to, like you used it in like an emergency or, it wasn't like, hey, how you doing? You didn't use it a lot.
Okay.
You tried not to because you got charged by the minute.
It was like an emergency type thing.
More like that. Yeah.
Kind of.
All right. So let's bring up the next picture. It's getting a little harder. All right. Do you know what those are? Josh?
It's me. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're buckets, like bucket stilts. You know what I'm saying? You step on them and you hold them, and then you can walk across the floor or do drywalling.
Okay.
That is better than what I was going to say, which I was going to say bathing suit. And I think I was wrong.
All right. So
I'll agree with Josh, but I'm not confident.
I'm agreeing with Andrew. I want to.
You switched to bathing suit.
Yeah, that's me on the beach with it being like, "Hey, you girl."
I'm sorry. The correct answer was they are called romper stompers. So you're both wrong. They're romper stompers. You were actually right. That's you put your little foot on them. You carried them up, and yeah. You
So he got it.
They're like
So I'm right.
stompers.
He
They're from
described the
romper room.
function.
That's where they were shown. I just want to show that he heard a noise, so he's all right. Back to sleep. Okay, thank God he's back to sleep because I was a little nervous there for a second. Phew. Okay. All right. All right. The next one, who's up? Andrew, you're up.
Yes.
Okay. It's getting harder now.
That looks to be a purse or pocketbook made of what is probably an endangered species fur.
Josh, do you agree or disagree?
I think he's close, but I think it's a muff.
What's a muff?
That's like those things that the Russian girls they put their hands in when they're cold and they walk around like
and quarterbacks.
And quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew, you are wrong. And Josh, you are correct.
Nice.
Now Josh is ahead. I just want to notice that Laura Wilbur did say romper stompers. She got them. Romper stompers are bucket stilts, yes. Okay. And Laura did know it was a muff. Steve knew it was a muff. And Michelle said, think football. I didn't know they had those stupid things in football. You should have known that, is what I'm saying. So. I
would never have got that one.
Yeah. Right, there's a lot of clutch purses and handbags in football too. But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's behind the scenes. Yeah, you might like football more than you think. A lot of accessories.
Yeah, maybe I would like the accessories.
Yeah. Oh. If Cam Newton is your quarterback in New England this season, he's got some pretty wild outfits after those games that you.
All right. Well, I'll definitely check
them out. Yeah.
All right. Okay, ready? Josh, you're up. All right.
I think it's a reusable ice cube.
Okay, reusable ice cube. Andrew?
Can I see it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah, I'll agree. That's the only I can't think of anything else.
Oh.
You are both wrong. That is that's right. Steve has it. It's a flash cube. Flash bulb. Yep. Back in the day, you guys, when you guys were little bitsy babies, not even born. Actually, you weren't even born. Okay, whatever. They used to have cameras, not on your phones. They didn't have camera phones. They had like cameras, and they didn't have lights on them, like, flashlights. You had to put a flash cube on them, and it had 4 sides. Put it back up for 1 second. See, it had like 4 or 5 flashes on them. And so if you were trying to take a picture, you would it would turn and you would get the light. Shh. That's how it was back in the day.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible. It reminds me of movies where they have like the one flash bulb that would explode.
Yeah, no, we're not going back.
Yeah, like in the cowboy movies, it's always the guy. He has to put his head under some kind of curtain.
Yeah, it wasn't that far back. Okay, it was when I was. Never mind. The Kodak Instamatic camera. Yeah. All right.
If you blinked in one of those pictures, that was it. You did not get a second.
Yeah, but you would have to blink for so long because it takes like 10, 20 seconds to get the
shots. You got to really hold those eyes open.
Yeah.
All right. Chewy's waking up. Go back to sleep, Chewy. All right. So, all right. Ready? How many more do we have? Okay, ready? Oh, this is my favorite.
Is this mine?
Yes. I think it is.
That appears to be. I need to see it longer, I
All
think.
right, one more
Yeah.
minute.
Okay. That is a printer,
Printer.
a manual crank printer.
I have to disagree. You're close. I think you're close, but I think it's one of those. It's like a lithograph or something, or one of those machines from the olden times that Pablo Picasso would use to, like, make 100 printings.
Okay, it is called a mimeograph machine.
I think Josh was close. That
pretty
he
close.
got even a sniff away from that seems like
Okay,
a
so
victory.
you don't understand. They used to use this special ink for it. It was like kind of a purpley blue. And when we had that's what they used to use when we were kids, a mimeograph machine. And they did have ones that were more automatic, and everybody, if you look it up, everybody would take their paper. Everybody would take their paper when they get it, and because it smelled so good. You can't
Get a
get
little buzz.
Yeah,
that
that's
now. So anyway.
back when they were teaching kids how to get high in school.
Yeah, I had a friend in middle school that used to do that with Sharpies, and he's in prison now.
the ink made you a little high. Well, I don't know, but I didn't directly sniff the ink from the bottle, Steve. I don't know. And the smell of Ditto paper. Yeah, it was also called the Ditto machine. I don't know. Should I give that one to Andrew? I don't know.
No, if anything, you got to give it to Josh. He got the graph part.
Yeah, you got it wrong. You
I said it was a printer, which I still am not sure what it is, even after you explained it.
It did print things. You'd have to have a hard copy that you would write it on. All right, ready?
Would it copy it?
Yeah.
It was like a copier.
Yeah.
It was like a miniature Gutenberg printing press.
Huh.
Yeah, you're both not getting that. Because no.
I thought it might be a cotton gin. I've never seen what that looks like, but they talked about it a lot in school.
All right, ready?
Eli Whitney.
I just want to do the last. All right, ready, Josh?
Okay.
You know what that is?
I think it's an electric razor.
Do you think that's an electric razor, Andrew?
I think my dentist used that on me one time. Can I see it again?
Yeah.
Is it a plug-in cigar lighter?
No, it is not, Andrew. But you know what? Josh was right. It is, and it's an electric razor. And Michelle said her grandfather had one. So, all right, we got one more. Ready?
Honestly, that was just a guess on my part because I was
that's a good guess.
The only things I thought it could be were not inappropriate for the show, so I couldn't.
Yeah, had to filter out a lot of first thoughts.
Steve noticed that it had a European plug. Yep. So, all right, we have one more. We have two more. Okay. All right. Ready? Oh yeah. Do you know what that is, Andrew?
That looks like a way of measuring some kind of string.
And Josh, do you agree or?
No, that's a label maker.
It is not a way to measure string. It is a label maker. That's right, Steve. I had one. Yes. Dymo. Yes, that was the name of it. Dymo. Yes. Or Dyno. Is it Dymo? Dymo. Anyway, Josh got that one right. We've got one more.
Then how were people measuring their string?
I don't know.
You would put it on the floor and then you held it up and then you kind of guesstimated.
We had rulers back then. Just
okay. You guys had rulers. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know what order things happened.
They invented rulers.
What order?
Yeah.
Janine knew that was she knew that was a label maker, and Yeah, Scott knew Dymo. Yeah, very good. All right, one more, and we're going way too long, but I'm having fun, so whatever. Okay. Okay.
Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
I believe that is an address book or like a Rolodex.
Okay. Andrew?
I have no idea, so I'll agree.
You are both correct. That's an, put that back up for a second, Alex. What you would do, this is a very fancy one, you guys. You would put it on like whatever. So if your last name was Novi, you would go to the N, you would move that up to the N, you'd move that little red part up to the N, and you would hit that little silver button, and it would just click, and you would get onto the N. Is that the coolest thing ever?
Mm-hmm.
It was back
There
then.
used to be like being an inventor used to be a real job. Now it's just like app developers.
Exactly.
There were so many cool gadgets back then. Now
Right?
it's just
Fun.
all
Fun.
software.
Address book. Only the rich people had that kind of address book. They were not.
Oh.
They were not for the poor, okay? Or the
The poor people had to read like a bunch of
they
schmucks.
had the poor people had to turn pages. Oh my gosh.
If I had one of those, I would have felt a lot of pressure to make friends with somebody that starts with every letter. You know, you don't want to have an empty thing
Well, and you go back, some of them are even divided.
because of so many friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they
Yeah.
started with like MN or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Michelle knew that was the flip address book. We had them.
Oh, someone's bragging about how rich they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, congrats. Yeah,
Michelle's parents had a couple of bucks, obviously, or
they invented the electric
metal raffle.
trimmer, so
All
they
right,
had
well,
all the other stuff. If you invented
this
one of those things, you probably had all of it.
this is episode 39. Do you know what that means? Sunday's episode is episode 40. It's a big, big day, and we're going to be celebrating like crazy here on Talk is Cheap. Episode 40, and my guest co-host is going to be Brian Kahatsu. People are jumping up and down for the episode. It is going to start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That is when the fun begins on Sunday night. Set your calendar. Make sure, or your address book or whatever. Anyway, it's going to be a super fun show. We're going to be talking about some of the memorable moments here on Talk is Cheap. It's going to be amazing, and you're not going to want to miss this show. So, Andrew, make sure you write it down. All right.
I was writing it. You can't see my hands, but I wrote it a bunch.
I wrote it in my address book.
Yeah,
I thought you would. You
file
guys
it under B for Brian.
fun. You really have. If anybody wants to follow Andrew, you can do so. AndrewStanleyComedy.com is his website. Andrew Stanley on Instagram and Twitter. So that is
AndrewStanley.com is a British photographer who's also great. So feel
all
free
right.
to check him out too.
What's your website? We can change it.
No, you got it right. Mine is AndrewStanleyComedy.com. I tried to get AndrewStanley.com, but he's a British photographer who was not wanting to sell, but he was very complimentary of the clip of me he saw. So he's a friend. And if you ever need some photography done, be sure to check him. If you're ever in the UK and need photography done, check out my friend Andrew Stanley.
I will definitely make sure I do that. If you want to follow Josh, you can do that at joshnovi.ninja. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow. That is
awesome.
that's amazing. Who has that?
Nobody. Guess what, though? I'm a verified ninja now because I have a website.
That says you are. Okay.
I am.
Well, that's cool.
That's way better than a belt.
Yeah. I don't need a belt. I have a website.
You have a
Yeah,
website. So that's
Also-
joshnovi.ninja, or it's Josh Novi Comedy on Facebook. And you can watch his special, Fat Veteran Now, that is streaming on Amazon Prime, Vudu, Vimeo, and Roku. You can also watch his Dry Bar special, Tickling Grizzlies, on the Dry Bar app or drybar.com, I guess.
Drybarcomedy.com, or just cash at me and I'll send you a link.
Oh, there's his Cash App. Yeah, you just
I'm about to
That's great.
We're not doing any events out here yet, so
yeah.
Or if you cash at me, I'll send you a link to Josh's special.
Yeah. Just do that. Cash App Andrew.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
He will, and he'll give him free leave-in conditioner. Also, Jessica, if you want to follow Jessica, and you should, she's at Jessica Does My Hair 401 on Instagram. Definitely check her out. Give her a follow. She has some great. She shows like different hairstyles all the time, and the work that she's done. She's amazing. Let's just say bye to Chewy too, because he's up right now. We don't know how long he's going to be quiet. You guys, this show's gone really long, but thank you both for being here. Episode 39 is out. I can't.